In the past year, it seems that the Swatch watches and the Swatch group is getting a lot of popularity, mostly thanks to the new collaboration between the companies under the Swatch group umbrella. Well, it certainly got our attention as well. Swatch is a Swiss watchmaker founded in 1983 by Ernest Thomke, Elmar Mock and Jacques Miller. It is a subsidiary of the Swatch group. The Swatch product line was developed as a response to the quartz crisis of the 1970s and 80s, in which inexpensive battery-powered quartz-regulated watches obliterated half of the Swiss and European watch brands, mostly focused on the production of mechanical watches, paving the road for the new players in the game. Swatch was originally intended to recapture entry-level market share lost by Swiss manufacturer of mechanical watches, and the subsequent growth of the Japanese companies such as Seiko and Citizen in 1960s and 1970s, and to repopularize analog watches at a time when digital watches had achieved wide popularity. Lebanese entrepreneur Nicholas G. Hayek, together with a group of Swiss investors, took over a majority shareholding of Swatch during 1985 in a newly consolidated group under the name of SMH. He became chairman of the board of directors and CEO in 1986. Later, he changed the company's name to the Swatch Group. The Swatch Group is the world's largest watch company and employs about 36,000 people in 50 different countries. The group owns the Swatch product line and other luxury brands, including such watchmaking renowned names such as the Blancpain, Breguet, Omega, Harry Winston, ETA, Hamilton, Longines, Maido, Tissot and others. There are lots of conflicting opinions about this one, and still well over a year after, we can't seem to make up our minds about it. Based on those opinions, there are several groups of people and views about this collaboration. One group absolutely loves it, the other absolutely hates it. Then we have the one that hates it but still wants to have one. And of course, those who are indifferent about it and just enjoy the hype and the low price. The idea alone is exceptional, boosting both Omega and Swatch influence and sales. But traditionalists hate it for what it has done to their beloved Speedmaster. So we do have the proven looks. Only difference I noticed is that the chronograph subdials are more vertically distant from each other than on original Speedmaster. We do love the price. Well, we liked it until we got our hands on one, and then I could not shake off the feeling that this plastic watch is just a bit overpriced. So, after 1 year of owning this watch, I have come to the following conclusions. I do absolutely love the looks of the Speedmaster, of course, Omega's twisted look trademark case. I do like how it sits on the wrist, the ideal case proportions, and overall design. I love how lightweight it is and how you barely feel its presence. Depending on the mission, there are plenty of colors, straps, NATO bands that can refresh and embellish the watch as well as your mood. But that will be all. The Moonswatch has toy-like feeling to it, plastic feeling above all. You have to be really gentle with it because scratches and scuffs appear on the case and on the glass out of nowhere. And I don't even remember bumping it somewhere and paid really good attention of keeping it safe. Chronograph pushers have crispy click and are responsive. But there are also cases when pushers were breaking off easily, so you must be careful with them as well. I'm a bit scared to use them honestly, been avoiding that as well. This bioceramic is a combination of organic and inorganic. In terms of the specific material, Swatch defines it as 1/3 biosourced plastic and 2/3 of ceramic. The ceramic in this mix is still zirconium dioxide or zirconium, which is the same material you'll find on most ceramic watches. They say that it'll hold the edge well, but I'm not so sure about it because mine did not. It did not fail badly, but it's still soft. It's cheaply made quartz watch, and it seems that the movement is still a mystery. Information about quartz movement in this watch are still officially unknown. Most likely an obvious choice is ETA G10 212 quartz movement. And I think that this info is not out there because they really wanted to hide how little they invested in this watch, dumping the price ever so low. For example, they really wanted us to know that in 50 Fathoms, their new collaboration watch with Blancpain, there is a System 51 movement. However, quartz movement in Moonswatch is very loud. You can really hear that small second hand marching about. Moonswatch is something like from the Body Snatchers movie. They want you to think that it is something that it simply isn't. Maybe the Swatch group was facing the reality and needed badly to increase sales, having in mind who their main competitors are: Seiko, Citizen, Casio, even Bulova in range of low-price watches. They also had in mind cheap copies or clones of famous watches that steals large portion of low-price market. Thus the idea was conceived. Let us find the most attractive watch in Swatch group and the most popular one, like Speedmaster, and then make a clone or a copy of it, basically a fake watch. Except they were doing it legally, and by the way cutting even more the production costs. We all know what happened next, and the madness, endless waiting lines and explosion in sales. It is a novelty, it is a trinket, and we should use it that way as well. Or, if you are a collector, you should put it in the window and admire how genius Swatch was 10 years from now. But somewhere along that path you'll get the itch for the real one. And there it is, some marketing magic at work and objective fulfilled.
5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.